In this session, we'll be learning how to graph using slope and y-intercept. Now, we know the slope-intercept form is y equal to mx plus c. Whenever y is alone, we say that the equation is in slope-intercept form. The coefficient of x or the number with x is my slope or gradient, and the constant alone is the y-intercept. Now, slope we also find by using rise over run. Now, normally, suppose we have an equation y equal to 2x plus 1. We can also draw the graph of this by completing a table of values. You take x equal to 0, 1, 2, find the values of y, plot the points, and you can draw the graph. Now, this you are already aware of. Now, today's session we will be learning how to draw the graph without using the table of values, directly by using slope and y-intercept. Now, in this question number 1, if you see, the equation is already in slope-intercept form because y is alone. So, y is the subject of the formula. Now, y equal to mx plus c. So, if you compare, you will get y equal, comparing with y equal to mx plus c, we get a slope of the line is 2 over 3, the coefficient of x, and my y-intercept is 1. Now, to draw the graph, step 1 is to locate your y-intercept. So, let's locate the y-intercept on the graph. So, y-intercept is 1. So, on the graph, I'll locate the point y-intercept equal to 1. Now, from this y-intercept 1, we will use the slope to locate the second point. Now, we know that the line is passing through 1, so, but we don't know which direction. So, step 2 is to use slope and locate the second point. So, from this point, from the y-intercept, you will rise by 2 and you will run by 3. So, 1, 2, 3. So, you get your second point. Your second point is this one. Okay. So, you rise by 2 and run by 3. Once you get these 2 points, now you can use your ruler, join the 2 points, you get your required graph. So, the equation of this line is y equal to 2 upon 3x plus 1. So, you can see in the graph, it is passing through point 1 and the slope is 2 by 3. So, it rises by 2 and runs by 3. Let's have a look at example 2. Example 2, now if you see, the equation is already in slope-intercept form. So, my slope here is, when you compare with y equal to mx plus c, your slope is minus 3 and y-intercept is 4. Now, slope minus 3 is minus 3. If there is no denominator, the denominator is 1. So, it means you need to rise by minus 3 and run by 1. So, we'll always start with y-intercept. Now, the y-intercept is 4. So, we locate y-intercept 4 on the graph. So, this is the point where the line will cross the y-axis. So, we have located the first point. Now, to get the second point, we'll use the slope. So, from this point, you need to rise by minus 3 and run by 1. So, you rise by minus 3. So, you'll come down 3 steps because it is negative 3. So, 1, 2, 3. You rise by minus 3 and you run by 1. So, when you run by 1, you reach here. So, this is my second point. So, I got the second point. Now, you join the 2 points, you get your required graph. Okay. So, the equation of this line is y equal minus 3x plus 4. So, you can see the line crosses the y-axis at point 4 and the slope of the line is minus 3. So, when you have only whole number, so you take the denominator as 1 and use rise over run to draw the graph. Now, example 3, it is 2x plus 3y equal to 12. So, it means the equation is not in slope-intercept form. So, we need y alone. So, what we have to do is you have to shift 2x and 3. So, when you shift 2x to the right hand side, you are left with 3y equal plus 2x comes to the right, it will become minus 2x plus 12. Now, I want y alone, so I need to divide throughout by 3. So, when you divide by 3, so 3 and 3 will get cancelled. You will get your equation y equals minus 2 over 3x and plus 4. Now, this equation is in slope-intercept form. So, when y is the subject of the formula, we say that the equation is in slope-intercept form. When you compare it with y equal to mx plus c, we get the slope or the gradient of the line is minus 2 by 3, which is our rise over run, and my y-intercept is 4. Now this particular question we'll do by two ways. So let's finish this, then I'll do the second method also. So start with y-intercept. Y-intercept is 4. So first step is to locate your y-intercept. So you locate your y-intercept 4. Now from this point we need to do the rise over run. Your rise is minus 2. So you have to come down 2 steps because it is negative, and you run by 3 steps. So 1, 2 and 3. So you reach here. So this is your second point. So when you join these 2 points, you will get your required graph. So now, so the equation, graph of the equation is 2x plus 3y equal to 12. So we have drawn the graph. Now we will do one more way. Whenever you have such questions, instead of using rise over run, some questions are easy when we use intercepts. So I'll erase all this and we'll do using the intercepts. Now what we'll do is we'll try to find the x-intercept and y-intercept. Now we know that when you want to find the x-intercept, you will put y equal to 0 in the equation. To find x-intercept, you put y equal to 0, and similarly to find y-intercept, we will put x equal to 0. So let's do the calculation. Now in the equation, when you put y equal to 0, the second term will become 0. So 2x plus 0 equal to 12. So on solving, you will get x equal to 6. So when the y coordinate is 0, the x coordinate is 6. So the x-intercept is 6, 0. Similarly, now to find a y-intercept, we will put x equal to 0. So when x equal to 0, this full value will become 0. You will get 3y equal to 12. When you solve, you will get y equal to 4. So when you put x equal to 0, y equal to 4. When you put x equal to y equal to 0, you get x equal to 6. So we'll just plot these 2 points. So 6, 0 is here, the x-intercept, and 0, 4 is the y-intercept. You join the 2, you get your required graph. So sometimes to save your working and your time, we can do draw the graph using intercepts. Okay, coming to the last question. Now here we have 2 questions, y equal to 3 by 2x plus 2 and y equal to 3 by 2x minus 4. So we'll draw the graph of both in the same coordinate plane. So the first one, both equations are already in slope-intercept form. So my slope is 3 over 2, which is my rise over run, and the y-intercept is 2. So I'll use these 2 information to draw the graph of the first equation. So let's start with the y-intercept. Y-intercept is 2. So you locate your y-intercept 2. So this is the first point. Now from here you have to do the rise over run. You have to rise by 3 and run by 2. So you rise by 3 steps. 1, 2, 3 and run by 2. 1, 2. So you get your second point. Join the 2, you get your graph. So the equation of this line is y equal 3 over 2x plus 2. Now let's draw the second graph. Now again it is in slope-intercept form. So slope is 3 upon 2, which is a rise over run, and y-intercept is minus 4. So we'll start with the y-intercept is minus 4. So you look at your y-intercept here, minus 4, and from this point we'll do the rise over run, which is 3 over 2. So it rises by 3. So 1, 2, 3 and run 2 steps. So 2 to the right. So I get the second point. Join the 2 points, we get your graph for the second line. Now, so the equation of this line is y equal to 3 upon 2x plus 2. Now what we notice here, that the 2 lines so formed, you can see there is some similarity. These 2 lines are parallel. Now the reason these 2 lines are parallel, if you look at the equation carefully, both have the same slope. So the conclusion is, if the slopes are equal, then lines are parallel. The reverse is also true. If the lines are parallel, then their slopes are equal. Okay. So for more such videos, you can subscribe and like. See you.